And we're recording, I think. You're back with me, Cool Dude Clem, and I'm going to show you my latest computer requirements. Now, there's not enough space to show these all, so let's just go through them one by one. See, we know this guy who's throwing out a lot of old computers and let me have them for free, which is pretty good. First along, we have this HP Compaq computer. Now, this one I accidentally dropped. I thought I'd put it back on the shelf when I was going to look at the other computers, and it fell off the shelf and onto a hard floor, so I don't actually know if this one survived. I'm going to take a quick look inside. Well, I'm just doing a direct upload here. Right, I'm going to try to take this case off, and we'll see if this one... I'm just trying to take the case off here. Right. We'll see what's actually in it and if anything survived. Okay, well, everything in there looks intact. There's no sign of any kind of accelerated graphics port, which is a bit of a shame. Guess it has onboard graphics. Oh yeah, I can see a VGA right there, so guess that's how it works. Oh, would you look at that? Someone has taken the memory out. Oh, that's a shame. Good thing I didn't try to operate this. I'll have to have a closer look at that and try to see if I've got any RAM that will fit in that. Anyway, just moving this back onto the thing. Don't know what kind of processor that is. That says it's a Celeron. So I've got absolutely no idea what the speed of that is. Anyway, next along, there's this iMedia thing by Packard Bell. And again, I have absolutely no idea what's in it, so I'll take a little look. Right, see if I can take this back side panel off. Oh, that came off a little bit easier than I thought. Right, just put those down here. Never mind. And let's have a look inside. Wow. Looks like this one has its RAM. I don't know how much that is. And there's a whole bunch of cards down here. This one does have an accelerated graphics port by the looks of things. It's a pretty basic graphics card, nothing special. Not sure what this is. I think that's probably an Ethernet or a fax modem. There's one down here that I'm pointing at. I think that's an Ethernet port. It's got an Ethernet socket on the other end, so it must be. And there's a sound card all right down here. And it looks like this one's got S-Video out as well, so that's a good thing. So this one I could power on. I'm not going to try these out just at the moment because I've taken these were taken from a cold room and put into my room, which is quite warm, so I want to let them climatize first, so there's no condensation inside them. And before I show you the main attractions of my computer requirements, as acquirements, not requirements, over here is some other things I picked up. There's a big bag of stuff which had these two keyboards in. There's this Compaq keyboard here, and underneath it another pretty basic keyboard. This one seems to be a pretty good keyboard. Got good fill buttons to them. It's also got a Compaq mouse. It's only a trackball thing, but I hope I showed it in the camera, of course. That probably came with the keyboard. There's some other cables here. There's a phone cable here, which I'm never going to use anyway. And this thing has never even been opened, which is another phone cable. Now, let's get to the main things. For all you Mac lovers, here I have a Power Macintosh 8600. And this was one of the ones that they were giving away. Now, I don't know where I could get a Mac keyboard. I don't know if they'll accept a regular keyboard, if you have to get a special keyboard and mouse for these things. On the back, let me just turn this around. I can't really turn it around because I'm going to bump into the other thing if I do. If we take a look at the back, I mean, there's 2 ports right here. I'll just try to point to them. I'm looking on the screen and it's a bit difficult. I mean, it's a bit sort of like all flipped around, so I don't really know what I'm pointing at here. There we are. There's sort of 2 ports right here. They look like PS2 ports for a keyboard and a mouse, but they've got a different thing on them. You can make that out. It looks like a printer and a telephone, so that's obviously not what they're obviously not for a keyboard and mouse. There's 2 USBs at the bottom as well, sort of half hidden there. And this looks like how you could connect it to a TV and a camera. Guess you could connect a VCR to those as well. So that might be worth checking out. So but anyway, it's a bit of a downside because I don't know if I have a compatible keyboard and mouse. I have absolutely no idea if you could use a regular PC keyboard and mouse. You probably can't or can't. So any help on that would be appreciated. I have no idea what this thing is here. I don't even know if that's a button. Let's see if it does anything. Oh, it does go down. I wonder if this unclips the case. Oh, yeah. Would you look at that? It does. You can take a look inside now. Actually, this is quite heavy. I wonder what's on it. There's a fan. That must be the extractor fan. Wow, look at the size of that power supply. Man, that thing is huge. Right, well, let's see if this thing has got its memory and other things in it. Let's see if anybody's harvested anything out of this. I'm just trying to turn it round here so we can get a good look at it at the camera. I mean, with the camera. Okay, there's the main circuit board right there. Looks like it takes the same kind of hardware that a PC does, because I don't see it has PCI slots. I thought Mac would have something different to them, but obviously not. It looks like something has been taken out of here, because you can see an empty space. I don't know if that was a graphics card or whatever. I'm not sure what this circuit board here is. Can't really see it. Just trying to point the camera at it. There we are. It's got a purple heatsink on it. I think that's going to these sockets here, but I'm not sure. Just trying to see if this has the memory in it. Oh, I can see it. There's the memory right there. So this might work. I have absolutely no idea if it does. And anyway, last thing, an iMac. Yes, an original iMac. I think it's an original one. I'm actually surprised at how few sort of connections this thing has. There's a thing on the side here, a panel on the side, which has got some. These seem to be the only connectors it has. Again, I don't see anything that looks like a standard keyboard socket. There's 2 USBs and a microphone and a speaker socket and a modem and a Ethernet port. Oh, hang on. My computer is showing Lisa for some reason. Is it still recording? Please still be recording. Please still be recording. Because I'm using the direct upload while my camera's charging. Shooting off the webcam here. There's a power socket right at the back there, so yeah, I'll get this one going in a few days. Yeah, so there's my latest things I've got, and these were all free. Can you believe it? 4 computers for free. So anyway, if anybody does know, got a keyboard and a mouse that can be used with a Mac, if you would send them to me, preferably for free, or tell me where I could get the keyboard and mouse to use these, because I would like to try them out. But anyway, that's it for now. So I'm going to stop recording, and until next time, goodbye.